Morning. Hello. Hi folks. So, as you can see, it's a lovely place. But I'm tempted, well, I'm tempted by the idea of the town centre moorings, which are up ahead. So, this is a quick recon mission. Turn the bike on. A little bit under the weather at the moment. I've still got this lurgy. You may tell by the sound of my voice. I sound all sort of husky and, you know, actually sound better than normal, to be honest. I've got my normal whining nasal voice, which I'm not a fan of. So yeah, it sort of makes me sound a bit nicer. I could do with the bunged up nose to sort of make myself sound better, but just without the sort of lack of energy. But anyway, you know, oh, and the brainlessness as well. Brain was not working. So anyway, I'm delving into Rugeley. Don't know how you pronounce it. And I don't care that much. I like the look of it. Oh, hello. Which is the towpath here? It's got to be this, hasn't it? Yeah. It seems like a really nice, but very popular though. Hugely popular. I mean, I know it's, you know, we're now into summer really, but bloody hell, some boats moored here. Mind you, you know, it must be one of those places. Nantwich is the same. Year round, it's busy really. Never not busy. So I'm gonna ease past these chaps. Thank you. Cheers. Right, that is a road up there. I'm not going up there. Yeah, right, so I need to sort of I'll check the map quickly as to where we are. I think I know where we are, and I think this is where the town centre moorings sort of start. Is past this, but is it past the next one? Might be the next one. It might be on this stretch. So it's quite close anyway. No problem to reach it on the bike, or even on foot really. But yeah, it's quite a little community of boaters sat outside. Some of these guys look like they've been here for a while. Furniture, chairs, trolleys. Here's one here, look. Some kind of, is it tricycle? It's a bike with a trailer. Oh, Bumble. Is that there's a vlogger called Benny? No, that's not the one. Now, so far, I mean, to be honest, I like these moorings, right? We're not into the proper town centre yet. I like these, and there's a spot there. So that's worth bearing in mind. If that's, yes it is, it's Armco. I've just seen some Armco. So we've got a nice little spot there. It will save me a few 100 yards walk, or cycle, or whatever it is I choose to do. There we go, thank you. There's another spot here. There's a load of plants on that place. So here's another spot here. Again, it looks like Armco. It's under the trees, but once the heat waves start, that's kind of where you want to be. I'm just going to stay over on the right hand side. There we go. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Right, oh, rings. Hello. Okay, guys. I think I just found my spot. I think I might move. I'm going to have one further check. The town centre's just ahead, but look at this, look. It's a recessed part. It's relatively open. There'll be some solar this afternoon. There's rings. Let me just check. The bike went. just check. I think these rings will fit me. So this is option number 1. Morning. And I think ahead here, right, ahead here, are the shorter moorings, 7 days, 2 days, that kind of thing. So there's Armco here, but no rings. I think this is where the shops are. Right, okay. What does this say? 2 days, okay, 48 hours from this point on. This is a very narrow towpath. There's rings, there's Armco, so this looks good as well. No boats here though. I reckon this looks as safe as anything really. There are boats, okay. What's this, 2 days, so what's this then? Up ahead. This is a lot closer to the centre, isn't it? It's open as well. You can see across the canal. This is probably the best spot here. It's only 2 days, but that's all I need, right? Okay. I think I've found my new favourite spot. Fewer pedestrians in this section as well. Always welcome. I like pedestrians, you know, don't get me wrong. By and large, they're very polite and pleasant, and, you know, no problem at all. But in the numbers, you sometimes get them. It just sometimes gets on your nerves a little bit. Not individually, but the collective presence. It's just non-stop. Yeah. How can I sound not antisocial while saying a thing like that? It's difficult. Did I pull it off? You be the judge. Okay, so we're now overhead, just ahead there. We'll be overhead in a minute. This is the railway line that goes through Rugeley, and this is the end of the sort of town we're meant to be. Now we're getting out into the wild. So there's Armco here. These are still good options. I feel like these are good options, but not seeing many boats. Now if I'm gonna get that spot, the one I liked, I'm probably gonna have to make the move immediately. I don't see. Now there's no boats down here, so I'm gonna make the move. I'm gonna turn around, I think. So it's decision time. I'm gonna go back, and when I'm on the way, I'm gonna ponder: is it worth making the move onto a 2-day mooring today? Dave and Di will be here in 2 days. But I can always shift onto a 14-day mooring, you know, so that's not a problem. Oh dear. Yeah, these are nice, yeah. This guy's on pins. There's Armco as well. Oh, Armco at the front. This is too low a tree. Don't want that on the roof, and it blocks the sun completely as well. You get no solar when you're overhung so completely. So this is my new favourite spot, isn't it? I think. Was it this one? Is there Armco? Yeah, there's Armco here. They're only 2 days, I think, but it's a nice spot. So there's one. There's one spot. I think my absolute favourite was just up ahead, wasn't it? So that's the second favourite spot. I think this would be the favourite spot where there were rings. Only 2 days, but rings are really nice, you know. Right, I'm just checking the sign. Yeah, 2 days. So from here on, and this towpath is bloody narrow here as well. From here on, it's rings. It's narrow. It's rings, and it's just 2 days. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if this boat pulls over here before I make the move. these are the shops up here. I was going to pop to the shops, whoops, but I'm not going to. Bike nearly took off then. Right, let's see if he pulls over. If he pulls over, I won't bother moving. If he doesn't, I'll come down. Because I like the look of this. It looks like it's going to be a bit busy. It's busier with foot traffic. But I'm pretty sure the shops are just up here. Let me just check. And I mean, that would be excellent, you know. Let's check on Google Maps. Where the hell are we? Morrison's is just there. Yeah, we're right in between Morrison's and Tesco. Not that that is its own, you know, brilliant thing or anything like that. Yeah, he's moving on. Look, he's not stopping. Guys, I think I've got to get this spot. It's a lovely quiet spot where I am. Right, it is that. But this feels too good to miss. There we go. Thank you very much. There we go, cheers. That's probably a boat of that lady. Say that like she's an animal. She is probably a boater. So the problem here, there's a constant boat traffic this morning. Here's another boat coming down a cut towards me. It only takes 2 of those to park there, and I've lost my space. And I've got to somehow tow the boat back and have a load of faff to somewhere here. So I could do with checking. But what can you do, you know? I've got like half an hour, so. Morning. Cheers, guys. There we go. Thanks a lot. They're a nice couple. There's a bit of a boatery sort of community thing going on down here, I think. Right, so look, if I'm going to make the attempt, okay, no. Where I am is really nice. That's the sort of, you know, the only fly in the ointment really. Where I am is really genuinely, it's a lovely little spot. Open fields at the back, it's beautiful. Houses opposite, but really quiet houses, you know. They don't even hang out in their back gardens and play music or anything, you know, remotely disruptive, just really nice. So that's great, but I do want the laundrette before I leave here. And I'm wondering whether and do you know what I need, right? I need a bigger basin. I'm going to need a bigger basin because my bucket that I use this collapsible bucket to wash the odd shirt in, but it's just too small for trousers. And now and again you need to wash a pair of trousers. You know, you just have a couple of accidents, slip in the mud. Morning. Cheers, guys. I'll just wait for these folks. Here we go. Morning. Got to be very careful here. It's very bumpy and yeah, easy to fall. So the CRT guys parked their vehicles right on a towpath, but you know, they've got to do what they've got to do, and it's all essential. So I'm back now in the outskirts. So decision time. If I'm going to make a move onto a city centre mooring, fly on me lip. If I'm going to make that move, it has to be now. Just need to get back on the towpath. Here, just on the left somewhere. There we go. I'm going to wait for this guy. I've got to make a move, I think. to make a decision. There we go. Thank you. So now, how am I going to get past this gentleman? I don't really want to go on the outside, but let's see if he waits. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, and you too. Cheers. What a lovely guy. So there I am up ahead. Is that me? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is, definitely. I've got this unique triangle shaped colour pattern on the front, on the bow. I've not seen another boat with it yet, I don't think. Instead of the normal stripes, I've just got red, white and blue triangles, diamonds. There we go. Thus. So anyway, it's decision time. Morning. I think I wanted to do that. Just an acknowledgement. Sometimes it's worth. With English people, you have this tendency, if you're not directly looking at them, you won't acknowledge each other. And sometimes you can miss an opportunity, you know, to bump into someone really nice. Yeah, there we go. So it was a little short recon mission. I've identified the target. Now it's time to move. Right. Just casting off. I had a little scout down up ahead into the town centre, and there's one or two little moorings that look absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna get this out, bang it in there, get the chimney down, because I think there was some lowish bushes, and I've got my nice trousers on as well. These are my nice sort of posh ones for civilian activities, so I don't want to get these in any mud or grass or anything really. So they were a bit expensive, well, not expensive, but 50 quid. So expensive by my standards. Right, okay, let's get this out. I would expect the places I spotted, I would expect to be taken fairly soon, because this is seems to me a super popular place, Rugeley. It's the sort of, it feels like the only town of any size within a few miles. So as such, you know, it's a place where people would go, groceries, sort of hardware, you know. There we go. Let's get this out. And so once I've decided to move, I want to not hang about. So I'm kind of rushing a little bit, partly because the boat's drifting out into the canal, as you can see. So I can't bugger around. Got to get going. And partly because I don't want the spot to be taken when I arrive. There's only 2 spots. There's some 48-hour moorings, but there's only 2 spots. You know, and that was half an hour ago. One of them could already be taken. So, but I can't speed. Well, I could speed, but I won't. I'm just going to do a sedate 2 miles an hour. Loads of moored boats on the way in. Absolutely loads of them. And you know what? It's a shame, because it's a lovely little location, this. Just a lovely little location on the outskirts, the northern outskirts. Beautiful little housing. They say beautiful housing estate. None of them are beautiful, are they? But a nice housing estate. Open fields through there. And I think on the other side of Rugeley, on the right hand side, there's more of Cannock Chase. I think we're only halfway through. Oh my god, this is genius. Look at this. There's a team of like mannequins, female dancers. Window mannequins. Anyway. And for the benefit of canal goers, which is lovely. People on the towpath. So I'm doing 1,000 RPM, so I'm going slower. This isn't a fast run. You know, once I make the decision to make a move, I want to make it, and I want to get there before my lovely spot is taken. Look at that! Now there's a nice house. What a nice house that is! Massive greenhouse there. But what a lovely house! 1841. 180 years old or thereabouts. So there's plenty of spots. Here there's loads of spots on the outskirts, and that tends to be the case. You know, the moorings become busier and more popular as you get closer in towards town. So where I am here, sorry, speed wise, where I am is just on 1,000 RPM. I feel like I'm doing about 1.5 miles an hour. I'm not doing a fast speed. I'm doing a sort of medium speed. Am I doing 2-ish? Maybe slow down a touch. Morning. He's not shouting at me, so I can't be going that fast. It is hard to tell, to be honest. It's really difficult to tell your speed accurately. You know, because it depends. You can look at the bank and measure what you think is your speed, but the further you are away from the bank, the slower you appear to be travelling. I'm not too far away here. I'm maybe 10 feet, so I think I've got a good handle on my speed, and it's not too bad. So fingers crossed. I've seen one boat pass this direction since I spotted those mooring places, so hopefully there won't be any from the other side, and hopefully they'll leave those free. For most people this is too early to moor, you see. In the summer most boat travellers carry on. Morning. Most boat travellers carry on, but what was I going to say? Sorry, I was just thinking about the woman down there painting the sort of inside of the gas locker. She's got a gas locker like mine, painting the inside of it. I could smell the paint, but it's got to be done, and mine needs doing as well. Mine needs rust proofing because of some changes I made to the drainage. In wet weather, the base is constantly wet, and it's showing significant rust. So I need to get into my gas locker and do it. I think I've got to generally just get better about timely maintenance of things on the boat. I'll sort of do them eventually, but I feel like I'm taking too long, and I think it's going to come back to bite. It always does with bloody boats. You know what it's like. There's Rugeley Cemetery through the trees there. So the CRT vans are still there. Yeah, it's I don't know, I'm not 100% sure about making this move down. Just hoping there's no boats coming here because it's getting a little bit tight up ahead. I'm not 100% sure about making this move because I am only 3/4 of a mile from the town centre, which is nothing on an e-bike, and it's not a rough track. It's fairly decent towpath, so there's no problem on my bike. But I don't know, I feel drawn. Good spot there, by the way, good spot there. So I'm if I get a chance and it's possible to retreat, that's a place I can come back to. So there's two CRT guys standing on the bank having a discussion. They're presumably the ones in the van. First of the bridges up ahead, and what have we got? I think we've got some shops up there, but I don't think we're here yet at the shops part. It's not that I want sort of close proximity to all the shops as such. Although the idea of being close within walking range for KFC did initially have some appeal until I looked at the reviews on Google, and I'm finding that's putting me off increasingly. I used to be a fanatic for KFC, at least once a week, you know. I loved it, but I'm just finding terrible reviews. You know, 2.8 stars this one's got, like the one in Northwich. I never visited. I just couldn't overcome my apprehension about the what looked like very low quality. Loads of complaints, cold food, wrong orders, this and a lot of them were delivery ones, not collection, but you know. Anyway, there's a church building through there. So it's still got a sort of a rural feel, but I know there are houses and shops and stuff. There's a lot there going on already. Here, I've got now this is a good spot. These are 7. Do you know what? These are 7 days as well. Okay, cut the revs. Let's see, because I've got to check this out. Maybe because I was under the trees on the bike, I didn't appreciate how nice this spot was. Let's have a look. It's close. It is close to where the shops are, like a third of a mile. No, it's not. Yeah, third of a mile to where the railway line is. Now, if I go past that, they're only 2-day more. They're rings, but they're only 2 days. Oh, blimey. And it's a really short walk to get up there as well. And these are nice moorings too, open. Morning. I'm just sort of drifting, I can't decide. Like, these look really nice here. These look really nice. There's some gardens and a sports field over there, so it's not going to be crazy of an evening. And this is as close to the shopping area as was my moorings past that bridge I spotted. I mean, this looks fun. Oh, do you know what, guys? I think I've got to do this, you know. I was going to press onto the rings, but I'm almost as close here. I'm almost as close as I was. I'm going to have one little look as I pull in and just see if there's a spot I could squeeze into without being a pain in the arse. Like, there is a spot in between those two boats in front of me. There is one, but it does look like there's a load of trees. Yeah, it does look like there's a load of trees. This seems like a better bet. And it's 7 days. I'm going for this one, I think. Like, oh, and there's rings. Right, decision made. That's it, guys. Decision is made. Let's stop this thing. Well, that was a really short cruise, but I can't resist rings. I'm all about the rings. So let's see where the rings are before I get too excited. Right, so it looks like there's some kind of gathering going on that field over there. So I'm just going to take the speed off the boat. I could move on. There's a space in between the two boats ahead, but look, what am I saving? 100 yards? You know, there's just no point. One slight worry is there is a lot of tree cover here. So what I need to do now is line myself up on a couple of likely looking rings. So let's have a look. I think one end will get a ring, perhaps the other end won't. Where's the rings? I'm not seeing rings there. I might just press on, you know, past Bumble. All of those. Right, the boat's starting to drift out, so I need to look lively. Maybe I'll get rings at one end of the boat, but not at the other. Okay, well, we'll see. Pull this thing backwards. Let's see what we've got. I started to get a little bit nervous about being opposite big trees, or close to big trees, when we get storms. I don't suppose we're going to get storms now. I think we're pretty much done with all that until at least the autumn. So I'm not going to get rings at both ends here. That looks like there was a ring in that stone, I think, but it's not there now. This just looks, I'm not a fan of having all those guys opposite with the kiddies and stuff. Not that I don't mind the, you know, parents and children thing, obviously, you know, kids are great, but the sort of the racket sometimes, the squealing, you know, because they get all excited and stuff. Remember cruising past the school sports day, football day in on the Bridgewater, I think it was, and the level and the pitch of the squealing that was going on from the kids. It would have made for a good sort of alternative warfare weapon if you could record it and play it to the enemy to disrupt, you know, and demoralise troops. But behind me here is an industrial estate, but it's not a mental busy one, so people aren't banging and clattering, or, well, even as I said it, there was a bang, but no, it's not outrageous. The one up in Stone, gee, the noise there was just ridiculous. The banging, I don't know what they would do. Anyway, so I'm moving back a little way. Can I see the bridge? I think I can see where the bridge is. I don't know, maybe I can't. But it's a short walk, you know. It's a walk I can do. So 7 days, you know, the pressure's off. You've got 7 day moorings, the pressure's off. You don't have to worry about where your next move is as soon as you park up. But I saw a ring. I definitely saw a ring, and I'm going to find the bloody thing. I want one end on a ring, even if I can't get both. There we go. Single alternator belt. Bit of a gamble. Right, back through the town centre. How long have I got? I want to visit Morrison's before they close. It is 3 o'clock. I only need half an hour. So I'll spend half an hour, sort of 15 minutes, wending my way back through the town centre, which I think is down here. So I won't go back down the high street, the main road thing, whatever that was. I'll go back towards where I think the shops are. I haven't got a clue really, to be honest. But I can get through here, so I'll do that. I feel like I can get through there, you know. I'll do this, sod it. As I say, I'll get a chance to have a look around over the next few days. So, shopping centre, look, closed today. Got Kev's pet shop there, Sarah's dog grooming. There's that little line of shops. So if I bend around this way and just sort of see what's on this main high street. I'm not over the moon with me hair. Just for the record, you can see I have cause to be less than ecstatic. But the last effort from the barber, a woman barber in Stone, was so dramatic. She was a lovely woman. I mean, you know, I had a great laugh with her and everything. But she basically savaged me, yeah. And I'm whispering because, like, it's really quiet. It's a Sunday, yeah. Anyway, it's ruled out the idea of any rescue attempt or anything else. There will now have to be left for at least a month to grow before anything else can be done with it, for good or evil. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got a Costa coffee. I'll not be using that. They're alright, listen, any port in a storm, you know. But looking down there, let's have a look. Yeah, most of the shops are closed today. There's a pub down there. Right, there's an indoor market through there on the left. So there's a couple of interesting things to see, as well as the local cultural things, which I don't know about yet, you know. Full disclosure, I haven't got a clue. Oh, correct, look, yeah. Bacon sarnie, quality. Sandwiches aren't that bad either, but I'm not feeling it today. A little look, a charity shop, but a nice charity shop, animal rescue. So they've got all these. That could be worth a look, you know. They won't have a folding bucket, which is the thing I need, but I've got one anyway. Do you know what? I've got time. Morrison's is only down there. Sorry.
Hiya, you alright?
Yeah, not too bad. Just having a sort of a general nose, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case.
You never know what
you never know what you need till you spot it.
It's more or less what you would like, not what you need. Because you don't need it, do you? You just want it.
That's the harsh truth, I'm afraid. Yep, you are right. Look at that. A sort of a decently wide screen. Probably it'll be normal resolution. It'll be a dreadful thing, but it'll work and it'll give you a decent sized picture, which I don't get on my laptop. So where's the electronics? Oh my god, look at it. Look at that Bontempi. I haven't seen those in decades. I probably never will again. Look at that, a fast press. Shirts and trousers. I can't think. Why didn't I get one of them when I was working? I had to wear trousers every day. I would have loved one of them. Do you know? £5 for the pair. They would go on the stern. On the stern of the boat. That's a great one. That's very good, but I've read it. They want for that. That's an antique. What is tabletop basketball? What is that? Oh, like a catapult game. I was intrigued. Right. So yeah, it's a Sunday, so it's quiet. But I was looking for a book, right, on the sort of reasoning that it's always nice to have an interesting, but a book that you would read if you were ever stuck with a dead phone. So you couldn't read a Kindle, you couldn't read the internet. If you're ever just stuck with nothing. There's a couple of shops down there. But I'm going to press on. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely on a nice sunny day, but there's no bucket around. Where is everyone? The normal town centre would be bouncing. But anyway, I'm going to come back. Actually, I'm going to come back because there's a cafe that does breakfasts somewhere over there, not too far. Rated 4.9 on Google, so definitely I'm going there. There's a Burger King which has got good reviews somewhere over there, not far from Argos, but I wasn't hungry enough today. I've not got much of an appetite, so there's a couple of places I'm coming back to 100%, but for now there's Morrison's. Some essential shopping done. Needed more insect spray. Crawling, not flying. Apparently there's a difference. So I make sure I get the crawling one. Obviously I get flying as well. You need both. But enough of that. This is a curious little town, Rugeley. It's my sort of first proper walk in. This afternoon I've been a bit under the weather the last few days. You might have heard me mention it. every 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm still feeling not 100%, but I thought I've got to get out and have a short walk in the sun and everything, get some vitamin D into me. And this is the canal. I mean, that's it, literally just 300 yards away. And here's the canal. We're here. So there's probably 3 mooring spaces there, 2-day moorings with rings, so really handy. There's some 14-day moorings a bit further down, but still handy for the shop. And on this side, looking towards the north, these are more 2-day moorings here. At least 2 boats there. And further on you can see me at the start of the 7-day, well, near the start of the 7-day moorings. And Dave and Di are about 400 yards further up around that bend, opposite the park. So this is Tesco. So, you know, fantastic little stop for a boater. Really, really good. You can just pull up here. You've got a choice of shops, a few pubs in there. It's a curious little town. It's got a sort of a swarf life. I feel like it's got a mixture. It's not. It doesn't have a well-to-do air like some of those country towns do. Leek has a slightly well-to-do air about it. Not affluent exactly, but you know, it's doing okay. Rugeley hasn't quite got that, but it's not far from run down. You know, it's nice. The shops are all in operation, what they seem to be. You know, it's not scruffy. The people seem polite. There's definitely a normal. There are normal people here, normal working class type people, like myself, knocking about the place. There's a few of those. But you do see the odd posh car that gives you, you know, makes you aware it's a mixture. There's some well-to-do people as well. So yeah, but nice. I mean, maybe, you know, maybe it's the sunny weather. Who the hell knows? But I like it. You know, it seems to have a nice vibe to it. The people I bumped into seem to be okay. I'm not feeling up to a pub visit tonight. Hopefully I will be by tomorrow night. So I'll pop in with Dave, go the Red Lion perhaps, and then we'll see. But yeah, for now, I'm going to call it a day. Try and cool down in the boat. It feels like it's about 26 degrees in the sun, which is not really welcome from my point of view. Everybody raves about how much they listen. No, come on, let's get real. It's not bad, is it? It's preferable to the icy cold, which I'd put up with a fair bit of this winter, just gone. So I'm not going to complain about 26 degree heat. And just dive in the boat, get a fan or 2 on, and I'll cool down. But for now, yeah, for now, goodbye. I'll catch you in a bit.